yourselves comfortable. Not that comfortable, Jenkins. Get off Johnson's face. Not funny, lad.
At ease, Sergeant, thank you. Now then, you fellows, pay very close attention, as you're about to be instructed in a crucial military maneuver that might be the only thing that stands between you and a very embarrassing photograph in the newspapers. We are defending this missile base, not against the Russians, not against the forces of international terrorism, but against a pack of bloody women. And I'm here to inform you, gentlemen, that no more unscrupulous enemy exists upon God's clean, lovely earth. They do not shoot, they do not punch, they do not blow things up. They sit and they sing. Sergeant, what is being sung at like?
Bloody irritating, sir.
Being sung at is bloody irritating. You'd be absolutely staggered at how frankly irritating it is. Being sung at hour after hour by a pack of peace-loving anoraks. And you may be somewhat at a loss as to what to do in the face of this vicious community singing, as army combat training barely grazes the subject. Well, first and foremost, on no account try and sing back. Women are better singers than men, and they know more songs. You will inevitably peter out first, leaving masses of egg on face. There is no sadder sight than the fellow who bravely cries, "Come on, lads, let's give 'em the good ship Venus," and then realizes he only knows the first 3 lines. So that's singing. Now, enemy tactic number 2 is, of course, Sergeant?
De-sitting, sir.
De-sitting, precisely. Now, let us imagine that the Americans wish to trot one of their missiles around the countryside for an afternoon, and I am a lesbian. Now, what happens is this. I sit down in the path of the missile-carrying thingy with my lesbian companion, and we start to sing. A wandering minstrel, a thing of shreds and patches. Now, as we have not yet managed to push through the necessary legislation that would allow Americans to run over lesbians, this missile-carrying thingy is forced to stop. And this is where we come in. Carry on, Sergeant.
It's our job, lads, to remove these ladies to a safe distance by raising them us.
While I, the cunning lesbian, will rise, dodge the spotty squaddy, that could be you, Hobbs, and resume my position on the ground. And so the long day wears on. Now, if they perceive that their singing and sitting initiative is failing, then this gaggle of screaming, humorless, well-meaning but muddle-headed grandmothers, lesbians, and lunatics are liable to resort to their most evil tactic of all, rational argument. I cannot warn you enough about this appalling tactic. Now, as you attempt to lift up your chosen lesbian, she will turn to you and say something like, "Thank you, Sergeant."
Why are you doing this? Do you want England blown up in somebody else's war? Haven't you got a wife and loved one of your own, soldier boy?
Pretty chilling stuff. So what are we to do to resist this sadistic move? Sergeant, I'd like you to be a lesbian, please. Come on.
A wandering minstrel,
That's
a thing of shreds.
Now I, the soldier, approach, grab the singing lesbian, and this is a moment of intense psychological warfare as they deploy their rational argument. But we've been working on a response scenario for months, so just watch how I deal with it. Sergeant.
Why are you doing
Shut up!
it?
You see? And again, please, Sergeant.
Do you want England blown
Shut up!
up?
I'm not listening! Shut up! Okay? And again, please, Sergeant.
Haven't you got a wife
Will
and
you
loved
please shut up, you aggravating lesbian! Good. Pretty decisive stuff, I think you'd agree. However, you must make this scenario stick, because if you don't, we have no response to their secret weapon, which is apparently a 6-hour cycle of Nicaraguan folk song about women leaving the fields to fight the fascists. Sergeant.
We're the women leaving the fields to fight the fascists. Oh yes, indeed, it is a happy day. We are strong, we are free, we are women. Oh, and we're also Nicaraguan, by the way.